let's take the example that we are, like myself, getting on a bit, and we're living in an established home, and we have, InshaAllah, hopefully children. If not children, maybe close friends. We can speak about those who are more isolated, but the same principles apply. And what I want to say is, we need to let people know. We need to have something in place. So, for example, I have a drawer in my desk, which I've informed my wife and my son that this is where my papers are. For example, for covering the expenses of the funeral. And also I've made an intention, I've declared that I would like to be buried in such and such a cemetery. Depending on where we're living, where is the nearest facility that we're going to use if somebody passes away in our family. It's here in London, we can say, I want to go to this mosque or that mosque. But as I said, Allahu Alam, we don't know where we're going to be, but we can think about these things and give an idea to our families what we would like to happen. As for preparation, Islamically, we should not. We can purchase a grave in advance, but the grave should not be dug in advance. This is not permitted to dig a grave in advance. But there are cemeteries where Muslim cemeteries where we can buy the plot of land for a grave in advance. This happens sometimes in case of husband and wife, that they want to have a grave in the same cemetery side by side, so they purchase double grave, for example. But so the thing is to get everything down in a place where your nearest and dearest, or the one that, if we don't have a nearest and dearest, then we should think about appointing somebody to keep an eye out for us. It's very difficult sometimes when we live alone. I recommend that if somebody is living alone, that we should, if possible, have a friend or family calling on us, or we call them, have an arrangement every day. What happens in this country, in my experience these days, is with the amount of janazahs that pass through our service, and we're like any other service, probably the ratio is typical, that these days the majority of people unfortunately pass away in hospital. As a ratio, the majority pass away in hospital. They get taken into hospital with an illness of this or that, and they pass away in hospital. Maybe more than pass away at home. Ideally, sometimes they are discharged from hospital when they have an illness and it's known about, and the doctors say we can't do anything more, and they go home and they're in the care of the family. So the ideal situation is for anybody is to be at home with their loved ones, but this is not always the case.